Hello and welcome to game number 2 in the rd2l mini Division 2 between Hull City's team
Radiant
versus
team
Ruffneck. It seems to be Soundproof now drafting for the trap waifus, and it is Ruffneck drafting on the handsome athletic man. And we see a first ban Night Stalker coming out. They don't want to play against that hero, so just have it out there.
10 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Doom getting banned out, very strong offlaner at the
Radiant
moment.
team ban.
Leshrac was played by Gordon in the previous game, enabled this absolutely deathly push that got them a lane of frags by around 18 minutes, or 20 minutes, and then at 24 minutes it was absolutely over. Handsome athletic man who did not have any chance to continue to fight against the trapped waifus.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
And it is a vengeful spirit ban. That hero was banned by handsome athletic man in the previous game, but apparently trap waifus don't really want to play it, and they don't want to give it away in the first pick. Venomancer getting banned out as well. They don't want to first pick it, and they don't want to give it away. Also a bad and very strong offlaner, and the possible position 5 getting banned out. And it is a first pick puck support. Apologies about that. My cats decided to have an absolute smackdown against each other. So we're back here. We're back here. We have a puck, most likely going to be support. We have a disruptor pick. Disruptor, first phase actually. Surprised to see that. Strong support hero.
Admiral
The glimpse together with the static storm can be absolutely devastating, and we'll see how that is going to go. They have now the glimpse as well as the X marks the spot. So if you want to disengage against this Radiant team, it's going to be very, very difficult. I can tell you that already.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And we see how Dire is going to respond to this. Conker can be offlane, and they are going to take the Crystal Maiden away from Trap Waifus. Trap Waifus had that hero before. So it is going to be Crystal Maiden and Puck support most likely. Puck could also go mid, of course. It's a flexible pick, but most of the time we see it as a support. Drow Ranger getting banned out once again. Lone Druid as well. Very common meta bans right now, I would say. So this Conker is most likely gonna go off lane. Disruptor 5. So what would they like to pair up with the Conker?
5 seconds remaining.
Puck would have been pretty good on their side, but of course it was first picked away from them. I see now Dire is dipping into the reserve time. And we'll see what they are going to decide to ban out. The lifestealer was really strong in this previous game, but I do wonder how strong of a hero it was, and how much it was that game was just a really good lifestealer game, as well as very well played by Soundproof together in lane with the Crystal Maiden. Praying.
Radiant team
the
ban.
Faceless Void ban. Don't want to play against the Chronosphere. Puck can't really do much against it. And Crystal Maiden also rather deceptive to it. Let's see now what Radiant is gonna decide to ban out. They might They might be banning out something
10
like
seconds
Juggernaut. Juggernaut can just spin away from the kinetic field as well as the glimpse. However, if you get caught in the static storm, you are kinda... all depends on who gets the better initiation there and how fast the core player can react. It is a Juggernaut ban and Keeper of the Light. That's why there was a Juggernaut ban. Keeper of the Light is getting countered by Juggernaut quite heavily. Spin onto the Will-O-Wisp and Will-O-Wisp is just dead. So they are taking care of that problem. Keeper of the Light, very strong team fight ultimates on the side of Radiant overall.
10 seconds remaining.
There is the Static Storm, there's the Boat, and there's the Will-O-Wisp.
5 seconds remaining.
On the Dire side, they have the Puck Dream Coil, they have Freezing Field, but none of them feel as impactful as the Radiant ones, because the Radiant ones are just gonna disrupt the Freezing Field, so Freezing Field is not gonna be able to be that much of a problem. And the Dream Coil doesn't really have much to go with it yet. We'll see how Dire is gonna continue their draft here. This time it is Radiant with the last pick, so Dire has to reveal their entire draft before Radiant has to. And they are dipping into the reserve time quite a bit here. Ruffneck, the captain of Handsome Athletic Man, thinking long and hard about this pick here. They aren't quite certain in what direction they want to go with that draft. It's going to be a Centaur. Centaur offlane with a Puck. Are they going to go Lifestealer again? Lifestealer is really good against the Centaur. The Rage is really good against Puck as well. Silence a bit annoying, but Lifestealer seems to be a good pick here. The lane might be a bit more difficult, not as strong a laner with Disruptor or Keeper of the Light than Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden a bit stronger there, I would say. And we'll see how they are going to react to this Centaur. They're most likely going to pick their safe laner here now. Like I said, Lifestealer would be pretty good. Maybe Gyrocopter. I know Soundproof loves the Gyrocopter a lot. Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage gets kind of bullied by Centaur. Luna. Luna is squishy against Centaur though. Let's see what is it gonna be here. 1 minute of reserve time left. Monkey King? Monkey King might be quite good. But they can't just stampede away from your Wukong's command. So that's a bit iffy, but apart from that, it seems like quite a good Monkey King game. Also has a stun if needed for the Crystal Maiden. They do lack a bit of stuns on this Radiant side.
Team pick.
This Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter, an absolute classic for Soundproof. Also Gyrocopter with Keeper of the Light with the Chakra Magic can be quite strong. We'll see if they are going to go in lane together or not. Or if it's going to be Keeper of the Light with the Conquer. Double Tidebringer hit.
10 seconds
that
remaining.
Part it doesn't feel as good.
5
it's like
seconds
nice,
remaining.
but during the laning phase, not the biggest deal, I would say. It's some free harass damage. And we'll see how as Handsome Athletic Man, they have to pick their whole draft before Radiant has to, so they might pick their mid here. It is a Bristleback. Do they want to do to Radiant what Radiant just did to them in the previous game and just run him over? I don't know if you can do that against Keeper of the Light and Conquer though. Like they have really good high ground defense. So it's a Bristleback 1 most likely.
10 seconds remaining.
Bristleback 1 can be
5
absolutely
seconds
devastating in the
remaining.
right game. There isn't really much lockdown
Dire
against the
team
Bristleback,
back.
so he is rather free to turn his back against all these damage sources and just keep on using his Quill Spray.
Ten seconds remaining.
And we'll see what's gonna be the last ban
Dire
for Handsome
team
Athletic
pick.
Man, and it is gonna be a Viper. Viper would
Radiant
absolutely
team
wreck Bristleback. And they go with an Arc Warden, and we see the Kookaburra laugh by Hype. And so it is an Arc Warden. Ooh, Arc Warden game here. So safe lane Bristleback,
10
off lane
seconds
Centaur, and
remaining.
mid Arc Warden for their late game. Together with a Puck that can go
5
late
seconds remaining.
quite well. But it is against Gyrocopter into the Will-O-Wisp. We'll see how this is going to work out here. What's gonna be the response to the Arc Warden here?
You may now
Earth
select your
Spirit.
heroes.
Is this an Earth Spirit mid? Wait. Wasn't Sick Boy the one who played mid in the previous game? Are they switching up their roles? You know, on the Coddle. And Gordon on the Earth Spirit. Huh. This might be a mid disruptor, boys. Mid disruptor, let's go. We'll see when we get into the game. Ooh. Arc Warden, absolute machine in the late game, but the rest of his team, I guess the Puck is is quite well in the late game as well. Especially with the 420 GPM, and going to level 30 is absolutely insane on that hero. Bristleback, how is he on level 30? I don't know. Safe lane Bristleback. Ooh. We have some interesting picks to say the least in this game. So I'm excited for some hype Dota. Again, this is a best of 3 trap. Waifus is 1 up. If Radiant wins this game, there is gonna be no game number 3. And they've won the series. If Dire wins, we will be going to a game number 3, boys. And it is a Disruptor. Sick Boy. 12-9 on Disruptor. That doesn't seem like a Disruptor spam or anything. What a win rate on Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden, just a good hero. Again, 7.23 B, not C. So, okay.
You're all washed up. You're all
Prepare.
washed up.
Damn. So we have on the Radiant side, we have whole city on the Conquer going off lane. Gordon on the support Earth Spirit. It is gonna be a mid disruptor played by Sick Boy. And we have Soundproof on the Gyrocopter Platinum tier. And last but not least, Atheno on the support Keeper of the Light. Meanwhile, on this Dire side, Ruffneck on the Centaur already getting some charges for his Retaliate, getting some more from the mid disruptor. Then we have Hype on the Puck, Sev on the Arc Warden, also Platinum tier. Some Platinum tier players here. Meanwhile, top, it is
30
PMA on the
seconds to
Bristleback
battle.
and 3 on the Crystal Maiden. Should be a hype game.
You don't have the sand.
Arc Warden already posturing for this rune here, but yeah, Sick Boy is here as well. It is a 3-on-3 fight. And do they want to go in on this? It doesn't look like it.
The battle begins.
And it is going to be... Gordon is going to go in. He uses his stun, rolling boulder, and captures the... and there are the tips. Captures the bounty rune away from PMA as well as Tree. And everybody tipping him. Well played there by the Earth Spirit.
Well, that'll learn ya.
That will learn you how to play against an Earth Spirit. He is starting to Venom stun onto the Crystal Maiden, but for Crystal Nova to keep herself safe and slowing down them. We also have now last hit. I'm interested to see how this mid matchup is going to go. Disruptor is starting out with Thunder Strike, and Arc Warden of course with Spark Raid. And both of these heroes having these sparkly things here. Oh, he is going to start to put down multiple stuff here. Oh, and there is gonna be what's it called? Flux onto the Disruptor. Disruptor can't walk uphill. Now he can. And is he gonna survive this? Yes, he does. But he is getting really low. Well played there by Zev, putting down 2 Spark Rays, making it absolutely impossible for Sick Boy to walk up there. Meanwhile, bottom, soundproof against the Centaur. Should be okay. It's 9-4 for the Arc Warden, meanwhile 6-1 for the Disruptor. Earth Spirit is gonna stop the stack from happening. And they are gonna miss the torrent. There is a stun though, rolling boulder onto the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden just gonna cut a little way through to the tower there.
Denied.
And Crystal Bag is starting to get... Oh, a torrent into the rolling boulder onto the Crystal Nova. Crystal Maiden uses her Crystal Nova, and are they gonna get the kill? First blood for the Crystal Maiden onto the Earth Spirit, and Conker going down as well to the Bristleback. Bristleback already at 11 CS, meanwhile Conker only at 3. Man overboard, they went a little overboard. Haste rune for the Arc Warden. And there is gonna be the stop of the healing self. You see, in terms of levels, already a bit ahead on the Arc Warden there. I do wonder if this Disruptor pick was from the beginning meant as possible flexes, or even like, hey, I will be playing this hero mid no matter what they do. Is your cosmetic bugged, or is it just awful? Damn. Yeah, I mean, it is bugged. That shit is super distracting. Been like that since patch 2. And there is a slow on the Crystal Maiden, but no follow-up there. Meanwhile, Ruffneck having a really good game down bottom. But Soundproof has no problem yet against the Centaur. There is their start. Bristleback has now a point in his Bristleback, as well as 2 points in Spell Spray. Conker has to be careful, there are 3 points already, and this is just gonna go down here. He used his stick, but too late, he went down. You can't underestimate the damage potential of this core Bristleback, safe lane especially. He just runs you down with goo as well as Spell Spray. There is a rocket onto the Centaur, but Centaur already uses the healing self. Not gonna be too low for it.
Denied.
Nice deny there by the Disruptor. Putting another Thunder Strike on the Arc Warden. Arc Warden has only one Tango left. So this harass seems to be quite successful. And we are 5 minutes in now. And the bounty runes. 2 for the rating so far. And they were getting very close on getting this Bristleback, but not quite there. It is 2 for 2 bounty runes. And the Arc Warden is forced out of lane. But we see this Bristleback having an absolute fantastic time. And they do have the Arc Warden for the late game. As well as Bristleback, not as only early game focused as in previous iterations. Centaur War Runner taking over the camp, all the last hits. And we see Ruffneck having the same CS as the Gyrocopter. And there is a courier snipe by the Earth Spirit. But meanwhile they are going on to the Conquer once more. And Torrent into an X marks the spot, into a slow, and a stun onto the Crystal Main just to keep him from pursuing any further. Level 6 now available for both of these heroes. Tempest double being used, and he immediately TPs out. He knows if he would have stayed any second longer, he would have been dead.
Radiant's middle tower
stacks?
is under attack.
I didn't know that.
Haste.
And he has a haste rune on the Arc Warden. He is coming down bottom. Soundproof and Dino Word going for kind of a dive there. But there is the Flux as well as the Spark Wraith and the Orb from the pocket. Not going to jump to it though. But the last hit did kill the Caliber of the Light there. Nice rotation there by Sev. Recognizing the kill potential with the haste rune.
Is under attack.
Meanwhile, Disruptor just pushing in mid. Crystal Main just soaking some experience. And Arc Warden is going to come back. Are they going to try to go down? There is a slow. There are Spark Wraiths available. There's a Frostbite, but not in range for the Frostbite, for the Spark Wraith. There is another Tempest double. Conquers here as well. Two-man Torrent and Sick Boy already down on the Disruptor. Are they going to get this Arc Warden though? And the Tidehunter hit is gonna kill the Arc Warden. Still has his Tempest double though, you have to be careful. Nice kill there on both sides, both mid laners going down, but Arc Warden was there for the experience. There we have
Radiant's top tower
Rocket
is under
Barrage
attack.
onto the Centaur, as well as the homing missile, just lots of damage, and an Illuminate. Puck has to be careful here. Oh, there we see it, the Chakra Magic into Rocket Barrage and another Rocket Barrage. Meanwhile, Bristleback is gonna go for the face boots,
Back so soon.
as well as the medallion. And Disruptor is gonna go for Veil of Discord. Veil, first item on this mid Disruptor. Meanwhile, Conquer wants to go for a Spirit Vessel to deal with the Centaur as well as the Bristleback. Gyrocopter is gonna go for drums, rather
Denied.
usual build there. There is quite a few creeps here, but they do find the Crystal Mania. They find her. And are they gonna get this kill here? She jukes up top. There is the stun with the Rolling Boulder into a silence. The Crystal Nova already on them, but they are dead. Crystal Mania is dead, I mean. And we are at the 10-minute runes now. Who's gonna get these outposts? Is Conker gonna be able to take this one up top here? It doesn't look like it. Actually, Bristleback, is he gonna go for it? They don't have any stun. No, he's just gonna try to kill the Conker. Conker has the TP out. Is there gonna be a coil? No. And he just gets the TP away. Outpost bottom was has been taken over by the Radiant. Meanwhile, Dire takes this top one. Mid. We are now 10 minutes in, and the two safe laners both having a really good game, neck and neck in terms of net worth. But I feel like Bristleback is gonna come online sooner, and is Conker gonna be dead here? One more Quill Spray is gonna be enough. There's the stun with the Frostbite, and the last hit not quite enough. The run buff enough to let him survive. There's a Stampede away. Oh, Stampede onto the Disruptor, and Disruptor is just gonna TP out with the Static Storm. Well played there by the Disruptor, just using Static Storm on himself so that Centaur can't stun him. At the same time, it does mean giving up this lane for a bit.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, soundproof is just pushing in the bottom lane in here on the 2-1 tower, putting down a missile. Conker has finished now the Urn of Shadows. Level 6 on Puck now available. Level 6 available on every hero.
Dire's
So
middle
there
tower
is a
under
rotation
attack.
here on this Gyrocopter. Slow by the Crystal Nova. 3 heroes. There is a call down. Is it gonna be enough? No, Gyrocopter already dead, and TP is gonna be cancelled by the Keeper of Light. And we just is gonna let it go. And now both outposts in control of the
Dire's
Dire.
middle tower is under
Nice
attack.
rotation there by Dire, getting the kill onto the Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter very close to the drums. Only needs 150 more gold. Also Disruptor, 200 more gold and has the Veil then. They have a lot of magic damage on this Radiant side. And Rocket Barrage from the Gyrocopter also being magic. Here, magic. Broom Handle found by the Bristleback. They seem like they want to push this tier 1.
Dire's top
Meanwhile, I
tower
miss
is
a
under
kill up
attack.
top. They get the kill onto the Puck. Meanwhile, they are stampeding down bottom. They want to kill the Gyrocopter again. Beautiful Will-O-Wisp onto 3 heroes, getting multiple charges on them. And are they going to get any kills here? They get the Centaur, and Disruptor coming in as well, catching out the Bristleback. Nice Will-O-Wisp by Theno, saving his core as well as enabling 3 kills here. Double kill for Gyrocopter. Very, very nice turnaround there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Veil now finished for the Disruptor. Maxed out Thunderstrike. So that is 640 magic damage with the amplification from Veil. 20% more from 640.
Dire's middle
That
tower
is
under attack.
around like 700 to 800 magic damage. Unless they have raindrops, but yet. Oh, there is a TP in from the Crystal Maiden. We see the Static Storm and the Disruptor. Did he overextend here? Yes, he did. Are they gonna get this kill onto the Armor? Not quite. Nice TP in there from the Crystal Maiden, saving their mid as well as getting a kill onto this Disruptor.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Arcord
Radiant
has the
structures
hand
are
of Midas
fortified.
now. He is gonna start to accelerate. Medallion on the Bristleback. Ooh, did he notice this? PMA,
Dire's
did he
middle
notice
tower
this
has fallen.
There is a Dream Coil onto 2 heroes. There is a call down to prevent any follow-up though, but Bristleback is here now. They're just gonna try to get out of here. And they are getting out. Disruptor now taking over bottom.
Dire's top tower is
Soundproof
under
is
attack.
going to go in a BKB as well as a Magnum Scepter, and we are closing in on the 15-minute runes. And it seems that both teams have an output, so both teams are going to get experience. In terms of bounce runes, it is 2 for the Dire. And are they going to go onto this Disruptor again? There is a Stampede forward, and Disruptor is going to go down here once again. But there is a lot of damage on this center. He is going to pay the price. And Gyrocopter is now here as well. There is a pipe. Hood of Defiance on the Crystalback. Tidebringer bringing everybody low. Nice Will-O-Wisp hitting 2 people. They are getting at least this Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden paying the price for the dives here, but Arcborn is here now. He has a Tempest double. 2 hero Dream Coil on this Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter getting low, and Gyrocopter is dead once again. Hawk dying for in exchange though, but they are still strong with the Arcborn. And Bristleback is very, very tanky. There is the Magnetize. It is a lot of damage over time. Earth Spirit is gonna go down. And Arcborn is still strong. There is a Static Storm onto 2 heroes. Is it gonna be enough to kill the Arcborn? It is. What a fight we have here. Another glimpse onto the Bristleback and Centaur. There is a Crystal Maiden ultimate. Absolutely beautiful, hitting onto the Kanka as well as the Disruptor, and it is a 5-man wipe. Centaur dying in the end to the Thunderstrike by Disruptor. It is a 5-for-4 exchange, but huge gold
Radiant's
and net worth
for
for the Dire, especially this Bristleback. Bristleback level 14 now, by far the highest. Then followed by its own teams, Arcborn. Nethershall has
Radiant's
been found by
tower
Puck now.
is under attack.
Negate even more damage. Philosopher's Stone, actually, that's really nice. Gyrocopter is closing in on the BKB. Vampire Fangs also found by the Earth Spirit. That's going to be a really good item for the Disruptor. Yeah, he's like, hey, you want this? And I'll take... Oh, poor man's shield was just laying out there. And Soundproof, the Gyrocopter, is still top of net worth. He is closing in on his BKB. Conker finished now the Spirit Vessel. Puck has a Veil
Dyer's
as well.
top
Veil
tower
and
is
the
under
Nether
attack.
Shawl to make himself
Radiant's
more
middle tower
tanky
is
together
under
with the
attack.
Arcane Aura.
Radiant
Crystal
are
Maiden
scanning.
has the drums. Bristleback is gonna go for this full Solar Crest. And they are going to try to push
Dyer's
this
top
tier
tower
1 here.
is under attack.
It is
Dyer's
just
top
Coddle
tower
here.
has fallen.
The Keeper of the Light. Gonna try to push this out with Illuminate. Meanwhile, his team is pushing away at top. Arcborn is gonna TP in with his Tempest double, putting down the bubble, and he's gonna hope that the double survives, and it won't. Actually, yes, it did go down in time because the Gyrocopter getting there is a 3-man Dream Coil into a freezing field, and Gyrocopter is already dead. Disruptor getting very low. One more tower shot, not gonna be enough. As well as Disruptor's courier going down. There is a boat onto 2 people here. They are trying to turn this around. Huge Magnetize onto the Arcborn as well as the Crystal Maiden, but it won't be enough. In the end, only one hero dies, and that is the Gyrocopter. Not the desired outcome for the Radiant at all. But very close to BKB now for the Gyrocopter. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Light just pushing out waves against this Bristleback. Bristleback pretty much has the Solar Crest, just has to go to the Secret Drop. Gyrocopter has to be careful with Centaur here. Actually, Centaur has to be careful here. And Centaur is getting stunned. Vambrace recipe has been found by the Puck. Puck going into an Aghanim Scepter next. Doesn't want the Blink Dagger mobility. Thinks that the Aghanim Scepter is gonna be the right build.
This'll come in handy.
20 minutes, both team had an outpost and 2-for-1 battle run so far, but Sick Boy is gonna make it a 2-for-2. He also has the Philosopher's Stone just to get some extra GPM.
Illusion.
Doesn't really care about his right-click damage. There we see the Arc Warden here. There is a glimpse into a Static Storm and Kinetic Field. He is just going to TP out. There is the Will-O-Wisp to stop it, and Arc Warden is going to go down. Well played there by the Disruptor. And he has Boots of Travel now. You have to be careful. You will never be safe. You can't just walk away. Glimpse will be there. Gyrocopter has now the full BKB. Gonna go to the Aghanim Scepter next. There is a blink now on the Centaur, so the initiation is going to be a lot easier from that side. Bristleback finished the pipe, as well as the Solar Crest. He is farmed. Meanwhile, Arc Warden finished now the Maelstrom, as well as having a Growth Bow. But his Midas is off cooldown. Not what you want to see when you're dead. Not what you want to see.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Conquer is gonna go in, has a Hood of Defiance, gonna go into Aghanim Scepter for the Torrent Storm. There's gonna be a smoke up here. Crystal Maiden smoked up, but seems to be a lonely smoke. Just to put
Dire's
down
middle
some
tower
walls.
is under
They are
attack.
invading down bottom here, looking to push this tier 2, it seems like. There is a Keeper of the Light here to defend, as well as Earth Spirit and the Disruptor. Crystal Maiden just trying to put down some deep wards. Smoke broke, so she is just gonna head on around. And Puck says, hey, there are heroes here. Actually, Gyrocopter did TP bottom now. They find the glimpse onto the Bristleback, but Bristleback is the tankiest hero. There is a freezing field immediately muted by the Static Storm, but Static Storm not hitting on anything else. There's the boat onto the Bristleback. Bristleback getting low, getting focused by the Gyrocopter and taking him down. There's the BKB used by the Gyrocopter, and Gyrocopter, he is strong now. He wants to fight this. That's a lot of gold for the Gyrocopter. Very nice fight. The Disruptor did go down, but overall they took down the Bristleback as well as the Centaur. We see in terms of network speed, it is dead even, and in experience as well.
That's the stuff.
Gyrocopter, that's the stuff. Talking about Arcane, exactly the stuff he wants. He is getting close to an Aghanim Scepter, only 750 gold away.
Dire are
What do I
scanning.
say? 650. They are rolling in here. Silence onto the Puck, as well as the Thunderstrike, and the X marks the spot. Not even needed. Again, this Disruptor seems really strong against Puck. I think even as a support. Like, you just can't play as aggressively as Puck, because he can always bring you back if he times it right. And you see now they are pushing this tier 2 top now on the Radiant side. Radiant side is pushing tier 2 top on the Dire. Disruptor going for Axe as well. There is an Arc Ward now. It's gonna get glimpsed back. Like, yo, get out of here. He just continues to farm.
Dire's top tower is under
And
attack.
they are giving up this tower here. Don't want to fight it without
Dire's top
the
tower
Tempest
has
double.
fallen.
They are TPing in bottom now. Are they gonna try to make a move onto this Bristleback? Don't find. Oh, the stun not quite hitting. There's a slow, there's a silence. Are they gonna get a glimpse or an X marks the spot? They are going into a high ground though. Nice Will-O-Wisp But is it gonna be enough? It just seems they got absolutely deleted by the Arc Warden. And there's a nice 3-man coil into a 3-man hoof stomp. And there's the freezing field. Gyrocopter trying to deal with it. And Crystal Maiden did go down. Bristleback still up front, is getting low now and is going to go down. And despite taking down the Willow within seconds, not a good fight for the Dire. Dire has to retreat. Oh geez, something got stuck in my throat.
Dire's bottom tower
Okay.
is under attack.
There.
Regeneration!
And the Radiant is going to try to push this bottom here now. As well as most likely going to deny all of these range clips.
Dire's
Or
bottom tower
maybe not,
has
just
fallen.
let them get killed by the puck. And now we see both teams had an outpost, but in terms of bounty runes, it is 2 bounty runes for the Radiant so far. And Honka just going to push out the lane. This X marks the spot. That was a weird fight. I felt like Dire had it. They had a beautiful Dream Coil into a beautiful 3-man hoof stomp, but there was no follow-up damage. They get the
This'll come in
Earth
handy.
Spirit. Meanwhile, Earth Spirit players just sometimes a little bit too deep.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What can you do? And there is the Crystal Maiden behind the Disruptor. Is Conker gonna find her? Doesn't look like it. Nice jukes with the line of sight there. Meanwhile, Arc Warden finished now the full Mjolnir, going into a BKB next, has the Boots of Travel. Centaur Warrunner not gonna go for a pipe, since it's already there on the Bristlebacks, but instead has to just the hood. Also found a Craggy Coat. And there is now an Aghanim Scepter on the Disruptor. Disruptor has an axe now, so this BKB not gonna be as good. Not gonna be as good. Meanwhile, Bristleback is gonna go for a BKB of his own again. If he gets caught out in that Static Storm without his BKB, he can be in a world of trouble. Craggy Coat also found by Conker. Conker getting close to his Aghanims. Meanwhile, Gyrocopter has his Aghanim Scepter, has his BKB, has his Maelstrom. And is gonna go into Mjolnir as well as Satanic. Also finding a haste rune. And getting body blocked by his Earth.
Radiant's bottom
And they
tower
are
is
going
under
on
attack.
to the Centaur. Last hit is gonna kill him. Nice play there with the Glimpse, I assume. Yes, Glimpse used to get the Centaur kill.
Earth's bounty.
We have a 3k net worth lead now
Radiant's
for this
bottom
Radiant
tower is
lineup
under attack.
with this Gyrocopter, who seems to be going very strong now. I do wonder, is Dire gonna like fall? Is Dire like kind of falling off with their Bristleback? Because at the same time they have an Arc Warden with a Greater Fairy Fire, a Mjolnir. That's a lot of damage.
Radiant's
Can't
bottom
underestimate
tower
that.
is under attack.
Helm of the Undying now for the Disruptor. This mid Disruptor so far has been worked out quite well
Dire's
for this
top
Radiant
tower
side.
is under attack. Dire's
Conker
middle
just
tower
pushing out
is under
lanes
attack.
with safely. Ruffneck marks the spot. There is only the Arc Warden. Tempest double here. And meanwhile, Earth Spirit has a blink, has the spider legs, and he is gonna go into a Rod of Atos. Believes that they need some more attack. He also has an invisibility rune. Conker getting very close, only 100 more gold for his Aghanim Scepter. He has already all other items on himself. So if he gets this, and yeah, he has it. He has his Aghanim Scepter now. Just gonna buy it from the side, from the secret shop. What does a hero
Radiant's
truly
top
need?
tower is
It
under
is
attack.
a Torrent Storm. There is a glimpse away. Just do not have to deal with it. And they are going to push down this tier 2.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Meanwhile, Dire is pushing the tier 1 top. Just gonna be a tier 1 for tier 2. And here again. Oh, he has trouble as well as TP. And, but doesn't matter. The tower is gonna go down here.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
And both teams controlled an outpost, so both teams are getting experience. How are we on experience? Neck and neck. Neck and neck. Absolutely. We see here, there's a bit in advantage of the Radiant, but nothing to write home. Oh, and there is Earth Spirit trying to not get killed by the Arc Warden. Arc Warden, meanwhile, just pushing out the lane.
Radiant's
Just
top
putting
tower
out any
is
spark
under
rate
attack.
as much as possible, being annoying. Gyrocopter finish now his Mjolnir. Gonna go into the panic for some survivability. Also the level 20 with the 100 Torrent AoE together with the Torrent Storm. Woo! Meanwhile,
Dire's
Centaur
middle
only
tower
level
is
18.
under attack.
And outposts are gonna be traded again. It's just a cat and mouse play at the moment. But Radiant is gonna go into road. Using the Rock off cooldown with the Chakra Magic. Oh, Arccord is gonna. They are stampeding in. 2 heroes down, but there is Static Storm not in time to stop the BKB. 3-hero Green Coil. And the Freezing Shield absolutely demolished. But the Torrent Storm makes it an absolutely chaotic fight, but in the end, nobody of Dire is dying so far, and Tonka is dead. There's no more BKB for the Gyrocopter. Who got the Aegis? Centaur got the Aegis in the midst of all this, and Disruptor also gonna go down. He has his Helm of the Undying, just using all of his spells. But it is a 4-for-1 trade. I was asking, what is this Bristleback gonna do? I guess he's just gonna kill everybody. He has his BKB. The Static Storm not in time to stop the BKB charges. Oh, he has his BKB in his backpack. Yes, to make space for the Aegis. Oh, Ruffneck, are you gonna go down? No, he has enough. They are going to go high ground here now. Arc Warden is an absolute beast. Just laying down Spark Rays. It's going to be very, very hard for Radiant to come into this Mind Grip. Stun onto the Keeper of the Light, but his Aegis got popped and he has to run away basically. You get, however, the tower. Tier 3 down as well as his melee barrack. And it is suddenly a 5k lead for the Dire, and they take 1 lane of Rax. They can't get any other because they are still tier 2s. X marks the spot. Just BKB away. No problem. Are they gonna go for the shrines here as well? Doesn't look like it. There's a Gyrocopter in the area. Gyrocopter looked really strong, but as soon as his BKB wore out, he became squishy. He needs that mechanic for the survivability. As well as more HP, just more. The Torrent Storm was very, very, very effective. Also looks absolutely beautiful with the like green whale cosmetic. Looks very cool. But against the BKBs, not as effective. It's very good against the supports though. Puck has the axe now, has Boots of Travels, has a third eye. Is he gonna go into a blink now? Basher now available for the Bristleback. This Bristleback does hurt. And he is just taking down this tower by himself.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
EMA. Puck gonna TP down here again. And this Radiant jungle is in full control of the Dire right now.
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
And an Invis rune on the Centaur. Meanwhile, Radiant is pushing in mid. Gets his last tier 2. Oh, there is a stun onto the Earth Spirit. And Earth Spirit, is he gonna go down here? No, Blink is gonna save him from the Centaur, but there's a BKB on the Bristleback. There is a Static Storm onto the Arc Warden. Can use his BKB, but Gyrocop is gonna turn around with the BKB as well as the Black Cannon, absolutely destroying Crystal Maiden as well as the Arc Warden. And there is a buyback from the Arc Warden. And he is going to TP out in here. Puck not going to jump to this. And are they going to find this? Yes, they do. Wait, is he dead? Yes, he is dead. He is. He was getting HP from the Fountain Region, but he was dead. They get the kill of the Disruptor in the end, but it cost them 2 buybacks. That Static Storm absolutely huge on the Arc Warden. Arc Warden not able to get off his BKB in time. And therefore absolutely useless in that fight. And Gyrocopter with his BKB and Flag Cannon destroying him. Conker now going for a Silver Edge for steal with the Bristleback. Bristleback still very, very strong and looked very, very strong in that fight. Going for an Abyssal Blade next, going for that Blink Strike that Abyssal Blade has now. And he is not scared to go high ground. He's gonna lose some mana here. Stun into a silence, half HP. He's fine. It's a turnaround onto the Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter has his BKB, uses it, and he has his Flag Cannon unleashed. Now there's the Torrent Storm and the Stampede to get out of here. The BKB activated on the Centaur, and there's no more BKB on the Gyrocopter. Dire is getting low though. BKB used on both the Tempest Double as well as the real Arc Ward. Glimpse on the Crystal Maiden to get her back, but no kill. Meanwhile,
Bounty.
Gyrocopter did go down to the Arc Warden in the fountain. That is 85 seconds without your Gyrocopter. Huge kill from Sev on the Arc Warden. There is also now being picked up a Scythe of Ice. Meanwhile, there is now 4 staffs. Philosopher's Stone now in the hands of Keeper of the Light. He has a 4 staff, he has a Glimmer Cape, and he is level 20 for the plus 40% magic resistance.
Radiant's top tower
Very, very good spell. Very, very good talent, I mean. Disruptor going into a Scythe of Ice of his own, but Arc Warden already has his. Meanwhile, Puck is gonna go for a Solar Crest as well. No blink for the Puck, believes that his mobility is more than enough. Gyrocopter is still dead for 15 seconds. They don't want to buy back. But they are getting pushed onto the tier 3. They might get to tier 3 here. They do have the glyph available. There we have the bubble to save the Bristleback. And Arcwood is just going to be out. They are split pushing very, very well on the Dire side. But Gyrocopter is back alive. He's strong. He has 3,800 gold, has buyback, wasn't forced to use it.
Radiant's top tower
Puck
is under
pushing in
attack.
top here, getting the tier 2. So there are no
Radiant's
more
top
outer
tower
towers
has fallen.
for Radiant. Dire still has their mid tier 2. Dire can also start taking down these shrines. These shrines are available to take down. This one's already been taken down.
Radiant
there is a scan
scanning.
onto the Roche Pit. Roche Pit may respawn in 3 seconds. We will see what's gonna be the timer. It is gonna be a very long timer. 2.5 minutes. Both outposts in control of the Dire, closing in on this 40 minute.
Dire
And
are scanning.
Gyrocopter wants to redeem that. It looks like.
Radiant's
there is
bottom
a scan
tower
that
is under
spots
attack.
him as well as the creep wave.
Radiant's bottom
And he is
tower
gonna
has
go
fallen.
for this outpost, and there is a TP in from the puck, but there are 5 people here. And he gets immediately hexed, and he is gonna be dead. Silent. Dream coil used, but not worth it to get in there. The hex was picked up by the disruptor, I believe. Yes, and used to full avail in that pickup onto the puck.
Bounty!
Minotaur horn found
This'll come in handy.
by the Arc Warden. Shadowblade now available for Conquer, going for the Silver Edge. Heal this Bristleback. Bristleback doesn't have a Lotus Orb. It's gonna go for it next go. Meanwhile, Centaur is gonna go for an Aghanim Scepter now. The lanes are getting pushed in by this Arc Warden the entire time. Arcane Rune on the Disruptor. It's not looking like they want to make a play with this. But they are getting pushed in here, and Spark Rays are getting put down by the Arc Warden.
Dire's middle tower is under
And
attack.
Conquer is gonna try to deal with it, but X marks the spot. Not enough. There are still creeps as well as catapults here. You have to be careful, Caudle. If you TP there, you're gonna take a lot of damage immediately. Yeah. But he has Illuminate. Put another Spark Rays down. And there is the Hex onto the Keeper of the Light. They have to TP back here. Radiant is not ready for this. There is a 3-man Static Storm. None of them can use their BKBs. There's the Will-O-Wisp onto 3 people. And they are absolutely demolished. It was a bait all along. Well played there by the Radiant. They didn't lose. Did they lose? No, they didn't lose their axe. Static Storm from the forest to catch all of them off guard. They can't use their BKB, and Will-O-Wisp over the top, making it impossible to take down the Ignis Fatigue, or however it's called. Because you don't have BKBs, you can't take it down. They do get the Puck and the Centaur and the Tempest Double. Tempest Double mostly important because of money. Ninja Gear found by the Conquer. Ninja Gear gives some agility. Crystal Maiden has the telescope now. Lowest scan cooldown 50%, increases attack and cast range of allies in a 1200 unit radius. Pretty much. Oh, there. They don't wanna lose this output, but Crystal Maiden is here using her ultimate immediately, gets silenced by the Static Storm. There is a haste on the Disruptor. Disruptor is very, very fast, and they can't catch up with him. Meanwhile, they are finding the Conquer. He is being hacked. There is a BKB onto this Crystal Maiden. He is just gonna TP out. Arc Warden leaves no, that's a real one, and he has to stampede away. Is he gonna get out of here? There. It's gonna be a 2-man torrent, and Arc Warden is gonna go down for 2 minutes. There's a Torrent Storm now. BKB from the Bristleback to get out of here. There is gonna be the bash. And Bristleback going down as well as the Puck. They just seemed a bit disconnected on this fight. Crystal Maiden immediately TPing out with a BKB. Meanwhile, your Arc Warden gets gone on, can't TP out because wait, what stopped this TP? There is no basher. There's a blink now on the Disruptor. There is no basher.
Scanning.
I don't know. Did he not TP in time? He might have. He might have not TP in time. They did take down this tier 2 down in mid, and they are looking to go high ground to force the buybacks. Buybacks, that's gonna give you a win condition.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There is the buyback from the Arc Warden. Are you gonna continue this? This is only the Tempest Double though. He's gonna activate his BKB.
It's coming.
And they are taking down this tier 3 And the Tempest double is gonna go down as well. Gold for the Gyrocopter. There is a torrent onto the Centaur. Centaur, he is in the kinetic field, but he has a BKB. Double edge onto 4 heroes. There's a Stampede now. Hoof Stomp onto 2 heroes. Static Storm. But there is a BKB used by the Crystal Maiden before. The Will-O-Wisp not doing much against all these BKBs, but Gyrocopter wants to go in with his BKB. There, Will-O-Wisp now doing its effect against the non-BKB target because BKBs ran out. Crystalback wants to focus onto the Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter getting low. Are they gonna get to the DS Arc Warden? Arc Warden dies. That's a dieback, but they lost 3 heroes for it, and they might lose 4 here. They actually will use 4 here. Disruptor going down. And some of them dying, not too much. Just gonna jump onto them. And it is a 4-for-2 fight. Will-O-Wisp not doing much in the beginning there, but as soon as the BKBs ran out, it was there on 4 targets. Nobody of them was able to take down the Will-O-Wisp. Bristleback though does take down this Gyrocopter really, really fast. He needs his Satanic. And Dire is gonna go for Roach. There was a dieback on the Arc Warden. He is still dead for 80 seconds. Disruptor doesn't have his buyback. Nobody picking up bounty runes, by the way. In terms of levels, Arc Warden is getting close to level 30. Ooh. So it is an Aegis for the Bristleback who doesn't have buyback. Wait, he does have buyback. He does. Never mind what I said. It was only an Arc Warden buyback.
Illusion!
And they didn't lose racks, nor did they lose their shrine. They took a lot of damage on their ranged barracks. And Puck is gonna take this outpost as well as this bounty away. Gonna get this bounty rune. There are still 3 more bounty runes on the field. We are 47 minutes in, and in terms of net worth, it is dead even with these buybacks. In terms of experience as well. Huh. I would say like it is getting into late game territory, and they have an Arc Warden. Like we saw, the tower survived on like 10 HP for so long due to the Arc Warden being there with the bubble, with the magnetic field. Flicker found from the Puck. Puck doesn't need to buy a blink now, he has a flicker. Not as reliable though. Arc Warden pushing in top, using the hex onto the Gyrocopter. They are using the counter hex, getting some gold for the Disruptor. Disruptor has a timeless relic, plus 15% spell damage, plus 25% debuff duration. What are his talents? His level 25 plus 4-second kinetic field duration. He did not go for the GPM. He did go for the Thunderstring hits. It is a lot of damage. It is a lot of damage. There is a Refresher Orb on this Keeper of the Light. Refresher Orb, Will-O-Wisp. Ooh. Meanwhile, what does this Earth Spirit? Earth Spirit has a Lotus Orb, has the Spider Legs and the Glimmer Cape. Going into the into the Hex now. He has the 150 GPM from level 20, of course. And this constant Arc Warden for getting the range track is just so annoying to deal with. What can you do? Like, it costs so little for this Dire team to wrap. They are getting the Gyrocopter here. Gyrocopter getting caught out, and he used his BKB. He has a Satanic, and he is getting back to full height. Beautiful Will-O-Wisp on the 3 people here. They are all using their BKBs now, though. And meanwhile, Gyrocopter did survive. There is a Static Storm onto the Puck. Puck is silenced. There's another Will-O-Wisp to keep the Puck in the Static Storm, and Puck did go down. Torrent Storm making this fight very chaotic. Aegis used on this Bristleback, and he doesn't have any teammates around him. He might go down twice. He doesn't have the BKB anymore. He is gonna get the Keeper of the Light though. So at least 1 kill that they get. They lost their Aegis as well as Bristleback dying again, and their Puck. Nice fight there. Despite the beginning being Gyrocopter getting caught out alone by himself. But he has his Satanic now. He just activates BDKB Satanic. He's like, I'm good. What you gonna do about it, bitches? Oh, there is Crystal Maiden immediately. Oh, actually, they're gonna try to turn this around here. Arc Warden is here. Hex on this Disruptor. He has a Lotus Sword, but now on himself. Also a Witless Shock Code to get himself somewhere HP. But Disruptor just went down to the Arc Warden Tempest double. That's what this late game scenario is. They are just dying to the Tempest double, and he doesn't have buyback. He is missing some wood. And it was only Dire who had outposts. So only Dire profiting in terms of experience, and Arc Warden, he is getting close to his level 30. If he makes a few more of those solo kills happen, it will be there. See, Gyrocopter is getting close to his level 30 as well. I guess not the best ones, but Global Calldown is going to be quite good at pushing out these waves. Conker just going to torrenting. Conker has now the Silver Edge, going into a Daedalus next. Meanwhile, Crystal Maiden, the Hex now available there as well. So many hexes in this game. Bristleback has the Minotaur Horn, going into an MKB next, it looks like. Arc Warden, is he gonna make another kill happen? No. X marks the spot, too strong. It is still a 5 versus 3. Keeper of Light is gonna come back to life now. And there, just clearing out the creep waves, not making it possible for the Dire to push. We see it's a less than 1k lead. We are 52 minutes in. It all comes down to the team fights. Also, we saw the Refresher Art being used by Keeper of the Light in his previous fight with the Will-O-Wisp. Absolutely destroying a team fight with it. Nobody from this Dire lineup can really like kill the Will-O-Wisp apart from the Arc Warden, and Arc Warden far too many things to also to be able to deal with that.
Invisibility.
Arc Warden just putting down now Spark Race to get a solo kill onto somebody. He's like, hey, somebody's gonna walk here, right? And they're just gonna die. There are now 6 or 7 Spark Raves here. Both outposts in control of the Dire again. Radiant wants to push. They are having a creep wave, and they want to push this. They have one range creep. They want to get this range rack. They get the range rack. Range rack got. There's a Hex onto the Gyrocopter. Immediate glimpse on the Centaur when jumping in. There's a Lotus Orb used on the Gyrocopter. There's the call down and stun onto the Centaur. In the Static Storm, he can't use his BKB Will-O-Wisp, holding him in place. No BKB for the Centaur. There's a 3-man Dream Coil with the freezing field, but it isn't enough damage. 2 heroes dead on the side of Dire. They immediately bought back. The second Will-O-Wisp was killed. There's the BKB now from the Bristleback. And Bristleback is gonna hit hard. There's the Torn Storm used by the Conker. And there is a Hex onto the Conker. Conker going down. Arc Warden going down as well. Not buying back yet. Puck getting really low. Meanwhile, Crystal Maiden went down. Doesn't have buyback. There's a buyback used by the Conker. And he wants to continue this fight. It is a 5 versus 4 buyback used on the Arc Warden as well. Our Crystal Maiden as well. It was a dieback. So 3 buybacks used on the Dire side, only 1 on the Radiant side.
Ah, that's the stuff.
And Roche is gonna may respawn in 5 seconds. How soon is it going to be? It is going to be literally 0 seconds. Roshan is up now, very much favoring Radiant if they scout it. If they're able to scout this, they might just take this Roche while it is a 5 versus 4. And it also, we are closing in on the 55-minute boundary as well as outpost. Hero levels both still 29. Arc Warden, he is getting close, halfway through it. Gyrocopter as well. This Earth Spirit.
Dire's top shrine is under
This
attack.
Lotus Orb has been proven to be very, very successful, as well as the Hex. Very,
Dire's
very
top
good.
shrine has fallen.
They took away the top shrine, both sides getting experience. So Arc Warden as well as Gyrocopter getting really close to level 30 now. 55 minutes will we see tier 5 items. Is it gonna go another 15 minutes?
Finders, keepers.
And we are seeing now bounty runes, one picked up by the Keeper of the Light, second one being picked up by the Keeper of the Light. And there's still 20 seconds without Crystal Main. I don't think they are going to push this. There is still a Roshan. They should check
Dire's
this. Keeper of
bottom
the Light, you
shrine
should
is
check
under
this
attack.
Roshan.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
And they are taking away both shrines now.
Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
Gyrocopter, he has a Deadlift now, going for Agnum's Blessing Synth, as well as an MKB. He has a lot of gold. There's 2,000 surplus. And there is a Hex onto the Bristleback, back into the Glimpse, into the Static Storm. He can't use his BKB. Are they going to follow this up? There is another Torrent, but he holds his BKB. That was some butt-clenching moment, right? And we see now how hard it is to play against Arc Warden. He just puts down so many Spark Rays. There is a smoke by the Dire. They are moving out. They want to find a kill here. Is it going to be on Kunkka? Kunkka is going to walk around here. They are walking past it. It is Disruptor. Is he going to get it in time? Yes, he is, but he is going to pay the price for it. He is going to go down. I think you just need to go away after. Do they also find this Kunkka? Dream Coil not going to hit, but Stampede forward, silence onto the Kunkka here, and Kunkka is going to go down. This is a double kill. How the timers work.
Hands make light work.
Question mark on TPing to Shrine. You can TP to it as long as it is in your control. You could TP to it if there was 1 second left on the channel from the opponent's side, and so even if it is on the even if it is on the enemy side, controlled, if you started your TP before that, it will still go through. And it is a 6-second TP. And there is a Divine Rapier on Gyrocopter now. Gyrocopter, Divine Rapier. He says, I'm done not killing people. I want to kill people. He has it in his backpack. Doesn't want to show it yet. He wants to get enough gold for the Agnum's Blessing upgrade. There is a Hex now on the puck as well. How many hexes are in this game? I want to know how many hexes are in this game. Meanwhile, they are pushing down bottom here. And so we have 1 hex, 2 hex, 3, 4, 5 hexes in this game. Be prepared to be hexed, I guess. And they are pushing now this top lane. He has his Divine Rapier. Not enough gold for the Agnum's Blessing. He needs 800 gold. There's the hex on. There's Lotus Orb on the Bristleback. Just slowing down this push. That's all that they want to do. But don't know how they can slow this push more down. Bristleback has an MKB, has the Minotaur Horn. There is a counter missile to the Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter gets. There is an Aegis on this Bristleback. He gets into the kinetic field. He can't get out of here. Tempest Double just walks in to take the pressure off the Bristleback. And Bristleback is gonna pop his Aegis out here. Are they gonna be able to fight this again? There is a Static Storm. He can't use his BKB. Is he gonna go down here? Beautiful breathing field by the Crystal Maiden. It's not gonna be enough. Bristleback is dead for 2 minutes. No buyback. And there's another Will-O-Wisp onto 3 people. Crystal Maiden going down as well. And Puck. 3 heroes that Puck immediately buying back. He knows he needs to split push these lanes. They don't have buyback on the Crystal Maiden as well as the Bristleback. They will have buybacks in a minute and a half, but that's pretty much their death timer as well. There's an Aghanim's Blessing now for the Gyrocopter. He has 5,000 gold. This is now the saying, hey, we go down mid, we end this game. We are 60 minutes in. 60-minute mark. Level 30 on the Gyrocopter. Level 30 as well on the Arc Warden. Any other level 30s? No. Not quite yet. Buybacks. They are going for the racks, or are they going to go for tier 4s here? They have Divine Rapier on the Gyrocopter. There's a Hex onto the Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter Bloodthorned as well, but he is too tanky for that. There's a Dream Coil onto the Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter is just unleashing his Black Cannon. He still has his Satanic and he is full health. Puck is dead. 2 minutes without buyback. We're using the Refresher Orb for another Stampede, but they are focusing on tier 4s. They want to finish this game now. There is a glyph. They need to stall another 15 seconds for Crystal Maiden and 30 seconds for the Bristleback. Is it going to be enough? Torrent Storm is still available. There is a Torrent Storm now. They are using the Stampede to get away, but Arc Warden dead for 2 minutes now. Is this game? Crystal Maiden is back into the side of the living, but Soundproof just seems to be unstoppable with the Divine Rapier, and he is going to go into the fountain being like, yeah, I want to kill someone. And triple kill for the Gyrocopter. GG, well played. We random disruptor. GG. We wanted mid-lane. It was a first, well, like second pick disruptor. You can't say you randomed that. Well played there. Well played by the disruptor. Nice game, everybody. Nice game. GG. Trap Waifus did win the series 2-0. But what a close game, number 2.